Hello my friends and welcome to this bonus lesson where I will show you how you can create this advanced printer style animation, where first the outline is being printed and after that the fill. So now as you can see, the outline of the superhero is being printed, and after that the hand will come up and fill this illustration with colors. And that's why this animation is called printer style, outline and color. So let me show you how we can create it step by step. And before we jump into the action, let me show you how this slide was constructed. So first of all, we see this white rectangle. This is a cover that covers this outline, okay? And below the outline, we have another rectangle that covers the fill of the illustration. So we basically have 4 layers. We have 2 covers and we have 1 layer with outlines and 1 layer with fills. So it might sound a little bit complicated, but don't worry, we'll do everything step by step. So first, let's just insert a fresh blank new slide. Let me just copy this picture of a hand. Alright, let's paste it right here. And for now, let's delete any animations attached to this hand picture. We'll create all of these animations step by step. Okay, now let me find the illustration of a superhero. He should be somewhere right here. Okay, let's copy him. Let's get back to our slide and hit Ctrl V to paste. And as you can see, our hero has this white outline. We don't need it, so let's just ungroup the hero and let's select this white outline and let's delete it so that we have only the illustration. Okay. Now let's make sure that our hero is flying in the middle of the slide. That's good. And as well, we can bring the hand a little bit closer, just like that. Okay, and next we need to duplicate our hero because on one layer we need to have outlines and on the second layer we need to have fills. So let's choose this guy in the center. Let's go to fill options. Let's actually go to line options and let's choose no lines, okay? So this guy will be only the fills, okay? And as you can see, PowerPoint says there are no fills, but if you click on any of the grouped shapes inside, you can see there are fills. So everything is awesome, just make sure you select no line. And for this guy on the left, we would like to have only the outlines. So let's fill him with a white color. And now we only have the outlines. That's awesome. But as you can see, once I move this guy from the left and put him on top of this guy on the right, the fill gets hidden. And for this animation to work, we would really need to see through and see the fill. And you might say that we could use this option, no fill. But once I activate no fill, as you can see, we're getting these intersecting lines. And now, of course, we can see the fills below, but these intersecting lines, they don't look pretty. And let me show you a workaround that I have found. So first of all, let's put this outline hero back to the left side. Okay. And now let's just right click on this outlines guy and let's save him as a picture. Okay, we can choose PNG format, name your picture and save it. And now we can delete the outlines hero. All right. And now let's jump to Inkscape. Don't worry if you're seeing Inkscape for the first time. It's a free open source vector program. You can go to inkscape.org and download Inkscape for Windows or Mac for absolutely free. And we will use Inkscape to extract those hero outlines that we need. So now let's just go to File, click Import, and let's find that picture that we have saved in PowerPoint. Outlines PNG. Alright, so here's our outline hero. That's great. Let's make him bigger and let me change the dimensions of the page so that the page has the same dimensions as our hero image. Let's just click on this button, resize page to drawing or selection. That's awesome. Alright. And now let me show you how we can extract those outlines. So let's make sure that the image is selected. As you can see, Inkscape says it's an image. And now let's go to Path and let's choose Trace Bitmap. Okay. And here we have this input field called brightness threshold. So let's just type in 0.9 and click apply. And Inkscape will vectorize our outlines hero. And now we can select the original image. We can move it to the side and let's delete it. And all that's left is our newly extracted vector outlines. That's super awesome. We can change the color of these outlines, of course, if we wish, but let's just keep it black or dark gray. Okay, and what's especially awesome is that these outlines are see-through. As you can see, we can see the edge of the page, and this is what we need. We need see-through outlines. And now we can save this file as SVG and then insert it into PowerPoint. Alright, we're back home, we're back in PowerPoint, and now let's go to Insert, go to Pictures, and here we should find our outline SVG. Alright, so here's our hero, and now we have to match the size to this fill hero. So let me just copy the height value from this fill hero. Let's just copy that value, and let's make sure that we insert the same height value for this outlines hero. And now they should be matching just perfectly. And you can make sure that the lock aspect ratio checkbox is activated, so once you insert a new value for the height, the value for the width would proportionally change. And now we can align these two guys and see if everything is looking good. Alright, so now we have the outlines and we have the fills on separate layers. That's super duper awesome. Let me jump into the selection pane and let me rename these guys. Okay, so for the outlines, let's just call this layer outlines. Alright, and this one, let's call him fill. So now let's align these two heroes once again so that they are sitting in the same spot, well actually flying, not sitting. Let's bring them closer to the hand, that's good. Okay, and for the hand itself, let's just drop down the transparency as we usually do, because it's useful to see the underlying illustration once you're drawing custom motion paths. And now in the selection pane, let's just hide the fill for now, because now we'll be working with the outlines. Okay, and make sure that the hand is always on top in the selection pane. And now let's start adding animations. So the first animation is for the hand. Hand has to fly in, so let's make sure that the hand is selected. Let's go to animations and let's choose a flying animation. Animation duration 1 second, and as well let's give it a smooth end of 1 second as well. Alright, looking good. And next we need to add a custom motion path to our hand, so let's just scroll down, here's the custom motion path, and now let's just zigzag down and cover the whole illustration. And since you already know how to create these kind of zigzag custom motion paths, I'll speed up and meet you in a second. Okay, so the custom motion path has been added. Now let's just set back the transparency of the hand so it is fully visible. That's good. Alright, and in the animation pane, let's make sure that the custom motion path starts after previous. Okay, and for the duration, let's enter, for example, 6 seconds, so that we have a little bit more time to appreciate the animation, and 3 seconds for smooth start and smooth end. And this is how it looks like. That's beautiful. And next, as you know, we need to insert a cover, and this time it will cover the outlines layer. And since you already know how to insert covers for illustrations, I'll speed up a little bit and meet you in a second. Okay, and now let me slow down for a little bit, because now we will have to add animations to this rectangle that covers the outline. And for that we can use the animation painter to paste the animations from the hand to the rectangle. Let's just remove the flying animation, we don't need it. And for the custom motion path, let's make sure it starts with previous together with the hand. So as you can see, once the hand is moving down, the rectangle is moving down as well. Okay. So everything is looking good, and now we can turn this rectangle to white. Let's just go to fill options and let's pick white color. Okay. And now the first part of the animation, the outline animation, is finished, and now we can start working on the fill animation. And for now, let's just hide the outlines and the outlines cover so that we have less elements on the slide. And now let's continue adding custom motion paths to the hand. So the hand first goes down when it draws the outlines, and after that it has to go up. So for this reason, let's just draw this line so that the hand could come up and continue drawing the fills. And in the animation pane, let's make sure that the second motion path is happening after previous. And for the duration, let's use 1 second. And this is how the animations look right now. So the hand comes zigzagging down and drawing the outlines. Of course, we have hidden outlines for now. And then hand comes up and it should continue zigzagging for the second time and draw the fill. So let me speed up and add the second custom motion path zigzag animation to the hand, and I'll meet you in a second. Okay, so the second custom motion zigzag animation was created. So let's make sure once again that it's happening after previous. And once again, for the duration, we can use 6 seconds. Okay. And now let me insert a cover for the fill layer. Okay, so once again, you know how to do it. I'll just use the rectangle and make sure that it covers the whole illustration. And as well, let's make sure that the hand stays on top. And once the fill cover will be ready, we will use the animation painter to paste the animations from the hand to this fill cover. And as you can see, all of the animations have been pasted from the hand to the fill cover, and of course we don't need all of these animations, so let's delete the first 3 animations. All we need is that last custom motion path. And let's make sure it starts with previous, which means it will be animated together with the hand. Alright, and now we can turn this cover to white. And now let's jump to animation pane and let's see what's going on. So the hand is successfully printing the fill layer. That's good. And now we can go to selection pane and make sure that we show all shapes, we show all objects. So now the hand should print the outlines layer first, and after that the fill layer. Okay? And as always, we can add a flyout animation to the hand picture so that once the hand is finished drawing the illustration, it will go away. Alright my friends, and now it's time to check out the final result on the full screen. Okay, so here comes the first layer, the outline. That's good. And now the hand comes up and it prints the second layer, the fills. Super duper awesome. Alright my friends, now you know how you can create this advanced printer style animation with outlines and fills. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next bonus lesson.